Hello everyone, my name is Mahendra and I'm a trainer in ICICI Foundation. Today in Life Skills, we are going to learn about workplace do's and don'ts. In today's session, we will understand do's and don'ts of workplace responsibilities. So let's start. I'll go ahead and read certain scenarios one by one. What you can do is you can listen to it, read it, and then you can pause the video and think about the scenario. All the scenarios are related to workplace, so you can easily decide whether it should be done at workplace or it should be avoided. So let's start. The first is Mr. Wright smokes regularly. Next is Mr. Wright stopped Mr. Fran from operating electric controls. So remember, you can pause the video and then you can think about it, whether it is right for workplace or it is not. Next is Mr. Fran, after doing his paper filing, threw all the waste in dustbin. Next is Mr. Wright required pencil. When he asked Mr. Fran, he was not able to find it at his desk as it was disorganized. Next would be Mr. Wright stopped Mr. Fran from using internet for browsing Facebook. And next scenario is Mr. Enemy from workplace copied all the data from Mr. Wright's computer. And next is Mr. Wright was not able to concentrate in meeting room as Mr. Fran constantly kept getting messages. Next is Mr. Wright and Mr. Fran kept 5 sets of diaries for themselves when maintaining the stock. Second last scenario is Mr. Fran was fired from work when found drunk in office. And the last scenario is Mr. Fran asked the office stationery supplier to give notebooks for his children free. In return, he promised more orders. I hope that you would have paused and thought about each of the scenarios. Now, let's move on. As we know that every workplace has certain rules and regulations, and there are some rules and regulations which are very common. So let's talk about some important rules and regulations. Never smoke or use drug or consume alcohol at your workplace. And if there is any technical issue like issue with the AC, fan, or any electrical problem, always contact your technical team. Do not throw waste items here and there. Instead, always throw it in the dustbin. Keep your workstation clean and organized. That looks good and it saves your time also when you are in need of any item. You don't have to waste your time researching. Never use office internet for your personal use. If you have to leave your workstation, always lock it. Keep your mobile phone on vibration mode. Do not steal any stationery from your office. Stationery, it can be paper, pen, marker, color, stapler, or anything like that. And no use of company property information or position for personal gain. And do not try to take any favor from vendors or suppliers. Now, when you are working at a workplace, there are certain things that you are supposed to do, you should do. Let's talk about that. Always ensure all communication, internal and external, are as per company policy. Internal communication, when you communicate with your colleagues and the people working in different departments, and external communication you do with your supplier, vendors, or with the customers. Next is always respect personal rights, dignity, and privacy of every individual the way you expect from others. Any kind of discrimination, whether it is on the basis of gender, culture, caste, creed, or nationality, should be avoided at your workplace. And always be open, listen to others carefully, and stand by your responsibilities. Treat customer, employees, suppliers, and competitors fairly. Always maintain safe and healthy environment at your workplace. It creates positive environment and people feel happy working in such kind of environment. Always be committed to prevent wasteful use of natural resources. So try to save electricity and water the way you save at your home. Now let's talk about what should not be done at your workplace. Discriminate, harass, or offend anybody by whatever means, be it sexual or otherwise. Do not try to obtain competitive information by unethical or illegal means, such as corporate intelligence or improper access to confidential information. And do not engage or contact with your competitors in person, writing, by telephone, via email, which gives an impression of improper agreement. Taking undue advantage by manipulating, hiding incorrectly, using privileged information, misinterpretation of material facts, or any other unfair dealing practice. And always remember, it is not only what we do, but also what we do not do for which we are accountable. I hope today you have been able to understand. Thank you so much.